Hello, Mama. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you ever use the litter box, I hear? Hey, Mama. I'll get down for you. Her protocol is that she does not like tall humans. I'm going to be talking slowly with pauses for the CC'er. Well, Fwooper had a diaphragmatic hernia, which basically means that she had a hole, or he had a hole in his hernia that his organs started pushing through. And it constricted on his heart and his lungs. Okay, Heather, I made you a temp mod for CCing. Okay. Now, it came on really fast because I got to thinking about when I put them in the kennel. All 4 kittens were nursing. All 4 kittens looked normal. The vet said that he just grew in size until he was big enough, which made the hole bigger, for his organs to slide through. And it just so happened to happen this afternoon, right after I went live. No, diaphragmatic hernia like that is not survivable. He likely would not have survived the night if left on his own. I was with him when he passed. And I made sure that that was the last thing he saw. He went peacefully and painlessly, but if we did not do it, it would not have been comfortable for him. He just was not put together in a way that supported life. Unfortunately. This case was different from Nano's because he was nursing frequently. Mama was basically, they were all confined to a kennel for the past 3 days. So his belly was pretty much always full. So if anything, he wasn't hungry. Can I see your paws, Mama? So again, nothing was missed earlier at the shelter. He was normal. He was fine when he was at the shelter. He was fine when he got here. Because I visited him several times before I went live, and he was nursing just like the other kittens. I was able to look closer at his paw then, and he had an extra toe like Mama. Oh, just like Mama. He had a tiny claw in between the big claws. So he had 2 extra toes on his front paws and an extra toe on his back paw, just like Mama. So if you're curious what he might have looked like grown up, probably would have looked just like Mama. Yeah, the only fix for something like that is surgery, but he was too tiny and he was fading too fast. I don't know if that was him in the photo that I originally posted at the shelter. Oh, let me see. Pull up the photo. Can I see your face, buddy? Hi, Mom. Okay. It looks like that might have been him in the photo with his little unimpressed face. Yeah, that was definitely him. That's him in the photo. And this guy's face is a lot darker, with some serious dark streaks. Hey there, little kitty. Which one are you? This is the girl. Yeah, and I petted him at the shelter when I took that picture. He had no signs of breathing distress at that time. That's sometimes the dragon wins. The girl is smaller than her look-alike. Let me see. She was 11.39 ounces, and the other one was 13.65. So just a little smaller. Question was asked, how did I realize Mama doesn't want you standing when you are near her? Well, she was growling and hissing, and a lot of times they don't like big people. So I got down low, and then she stopped growling and hissing. And every time I come in, she growls and hisses until I get down on the ground. And if I suddenly stand up, growls and hisses. Sorry, she's here. Heather. I'm being very cautious with Mama because I don't know if she has any triggers that I haven't triggered yet. But so far, she hasn't killed me yet. Just give me warnings. And she's quick to forgive if I break protocol. This one's the girl. One nursing is the boy. So again, just a recap. Fwooper had a diaphragmatic hernia that his organs was pushed through this evening and was compressing his heart and lungs. It was not survivable, so we made the decision to let him go in peace. It came on fast. It started between when I visited, and then I went downstairs to get the computers ready to broadcast. And then when I came up, he was already having distress. But it was faint at first. It looked like he had the hiccups. Then during the weigh-in, I noticed it was getting worse. I contacted my kitten dealer, and she cleared to take him to the emergency vet for assessment. I suspected at first that he aspirated Mama's milk. I don't have any more names yet. I haven't had a chance to consider. Fwooper's name was given in case worst case scenario that he had a name. Yeah, Fwooper was perfectly healthy when he was at the shelter. The vet at the evet did a probe and saw the hole. It was the right diagnosis, and the action we took was the right action. There was no other action that we could have took. And he most likely would not have survived the night, and he would not have been comfortable. Hey, Mom, you going to be okay if I scoop your litter box? Yeah? She's like, please do. That was a big poop. Oop, that tank's empty. Sorry, Mom, I'll keep my voice down. When you can hear him slurping, it's kind of like having a milkshake and you're trying to get that last little bit with the straw. Let's try not to speculate in chat how he may or may not have felt at a certain point in time. I will say, based on my experience, that he was starting to become uncomfortable. And that just only would have got worse if we didn't do anything. All the information that we know on the Fosters is in the video description. Oh, look, Mama's tail is vibrating. That means she's really happy. Did somebody burp? I heard a burp. Looks like our little measers are, their tanks are topped off and they're ready to sleep it off. Tabby boy here is awake and trying to play. Yes, Fwooper's issue is a congenital defect. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's genetic. It's just sometimes they're not put together right. Fwooper, he always had the hole in his hernia, but he just grew big enough, which allowed the hole to grow big enough for his organs to finally go through. A measer is just a slang / nickname for Siamese cats. Siameser. It's a Siamese tabby mix. But you're going to be trouble. Yep. Realize there's a big nothing underneath. You can turn yourself around. Close, snag. Go find your siblings. Mama's growling. She's like, shut up. It's like, be quiet. I finally get some time to myself. I've been with you kids for 3 days, nonstop. The tabby's eyes are open. The two Measers are half open, which is kind of interesting. Their size and weight says they're about 3 weeks old. Their eyes, for the Measers, says they're 2 weeks old. The size trumps the eyes. And if he does escape, there's nothing in this room that's going to hurt him. Mama will likely put him back. If you notice, I got fence here closing the gap between the kennel and the wall, and there's foam pads underneath. Yeah, Fwooper was holding his head up really well. He looked advanced for his age. He was walking good. Do the extra toes affect him in any way? Oh, I'm sure it doesn't help with claw snags. I think some extreme cases might cause a potential problem, but you know, that's just another what if. My voice is keeping that boy awake, so I'm going to take care of this litter box, close my mouth, and then head out. That was a monster pee. And that growl and huff and puffing that you just heard was Mama saying, "Boy, you're breaking protocol." Alright, I'm going to go post on the critter room about Fwooper. So, enjoy the kittens. Have a good day.